Okay, so I'm back from a cup of tea. I have done some more rows. Looks pretty good. It seems to get a little bit easier as it gets longer. I think it holds these stitches tight with the extra weight on it and stuff. Anyway, I think it's looking pretty good. I'll just take this off so you can see. Oops, my finger out of it again. The other side. Look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. Don't want to pull it off. How good is that? Nice and even. So it didn't take that long. I didn't take note of how long it took, but you do have to check it after every row, especially on these end stitches. These end stitches tend to not quite sort of sit more there and not very tight, so you have to pull them back. I think that helps a bit. Anyway, I lost my finger again. I thought I would have a go at doing the hem. I've got some instructions here, guide finishing the hem. It does say something about a raveling cord, which it didn't say at the beginning when I was casting on this other stuff, so I don't have that, so I'm kind of going to wing it a little bit. But basically it looks like you bring up the bottom of it, the stitches that are at the bottom, and hook them onto the stitches at the top, so that essentially it will fold up like that. So to do that we need this, can you see it? Trusty transfer tool, I think it's called. Yes, transfer tool. So basically I have to slip the stitches from this end onto the tool and then flick them up onto this hook here so that it all joins. And I guess that's what you do because you don't really cast on properly. So if you look at this thread that we had at the beginning, it literally just goes through the stitches. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so that will just pull out and that would just unravel. It's not like a normal cast on when you're knitting by hand. So I guess if we do join them up there, bring the carriage across, knit them together, and that will create a hem. Here's hoping. Okay, so I'll put the camera hopefully somewhere where you can see a bit better, which is almost awkwardly right in my way, but anyway, I have my trusty transfer tool, 3 prongs at one end, 1 at the other. I'm going to start just using 1 because I think this is going to be tricky. So the idea is we get to this trusty prong and we push it through the stitch on this end and then hook the eye, if you can see the eye there, hook the eye over the hook, over the needle latch. We'll go hook it on and then flick it. Oh, this must be an easier way to do this. Haha, onto there. And then obviously pull that, oh, we might not pull it back just yet because it might make it a bit tight for the next stitch. Then we'll grab the next stitch. Nope, that's not too bad. Hook it over the hook on the needle. Bring it forward a little. Comes through, oh, there we go. That's not too bad. I'm just going to do it 1 at a time for now because obviously we could do 3 at a time, but I think we'll get the hang of this first. Okay, this could take a while. Hence they've probably made it so there's 3 on the other end to speed this whole process up a little bit. I guess the more you do something like this, the faster you get, but I am very slow at this point because I don't know what I'm doing, basically. I feel like there should be a stitch there and I've missed it. Is that it there? Must be it. Okay. Hook it on, flick it off, pull it back. Be careful not to split it, obviously. Want these little latch things to be back. Because if it's forward, the stitch, when you pull the needle forward, will actually, that's on this needle, will come off and then you drop stitches. We don't want that. Anyway, we do this process until we get to the end. Hopefully I get a bit faster at it because it's not, the concept of it isn't difficult. Getting your hands and the pins and the hook and everything's a bit tricky. But like most crafts, you just need a lot of patience, right? So lucky last one. I think we're just gonna find something here that I can pull up, maybe this little side bit. There we go, that'll do, hopefully. Just want to make sure I've got this tail out of the way because I don't want it to catch when I pull the carriage through and then knot it all up and I have to pull it all off and start again. Okay, so hopefully, I mean, that looks pretty alright to me. So, it's time to be brave. I'm going to pull these all nice and firm so that we don't lose anything. And, and pull this carriage across. See what happens. Okay, here it comes. I'm worried. Yay, I made it across. How cool is that? And it's all joined up. What I probably should have done before I did it was to put these weights back on because I really think that helps. They're there for a reason, right? Anyway, who knows? What am I going to do with this? What should I do? Should I just do some more zoom-zooming and see how long it gets and then figure out how to take it off at the other end? I like the zoom-zoom bit. The rest of it's pretty slow going. But, I don't know. Got to start somewhere, right?